All right, I'm back again with some new releases. The links and timestamps for each of the books will be down in the description, as well as a link to sign up if you're an author and want to put your book in front of me. Never guarantees that you'll be featured, but it does up your chances of me knowing that your book is available. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the picks for this week. Play for Me by Libby Hubscher comes in at 368 pages and is pitched as fiction, romance, romantic comedy. When an athletic trainer loses everything she's been working toward all in one day, she decides to start over at a boarding school in this new home run romance from the author of If You Ask Me. Sophie Dole has her dream job as the head athletics trainer for her favorite baseball team, Go Red Sox, a handsome boyfriend, and easy access to the finest cannoli in Boston. When she loses all three and the World Series to boot, she's forced to apply for the open trainer position at an arts-focused boarding school in New Hampshire. The only available room is a glorified closet and an apartment with three guys, Jonas Voss, the aloof and attractive orchestra teacher, and his two rambunctious roommates. Sophie knows that training a bunch of privileged high school kids whose idea of a play is a chorus line instead of a walk-off homer is going to be a big change from the pro athlete she's used to. She wasn't expecting that these students would have big-time talent and even bigger-time problems. Sophie has troubles of her own. Jonas is a full-fledged grump who clearly doesn't want her near him or the precious piano he never plays. With sunny optimism, Sophie sets out to win over Jonas and help the kids she's growing attached to. But when her relationship with Jonas moves to the major leagues and plans change at the end of the season, they have to choose whether they are playing for keeps. The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston comes in at 352 pages and is pitched as fiction, romance, romantic comedy. An overworked book publicist with a perfectly planned future hits a snag when she falls in love with her temporary roommate, only to discover he lives 7 years in the past in this witty and wise new novel from New York Times bestselling author of The Dead Romantics. Sometimes the worst day of your life happens and you have to figure out how to live after it. So Clementine forms a plan to keep her heart safe, work hard, find someone decent to love, and try to remember to chase the moon. The last one is silly and obviously metaphorical, but her aunt always told her that you need at least one big dream to keep going. And for the last year, that plan has gone off without a hitch. Mostly. The love part is hard because she doesn't want to get too close to anyone. She isn't sure her heart can take it. And then she finds a strange man standing in the kitchen of her late aunt's apartment. A man with kind eyes and a southern drawl and a taste for lemon pies. The kind of man that before it all, she would have fallen head over heels for. And she might again. Except he exists in the past, 7 years ago to be exact, and she quite literally lived 7 years in his future. Her aunt always said the apartment was a pinch in time, a place where moments blended together like watercolors, and Clementine knows that if she lets her heart fall, she'll be doomed. After all, love is never a matter of time, but a matter of timing. Try Not to Breathe by David Bell comes in at 464 pages and is pitched as fiction, thrillers, suspense. A young woman sets out to find her birth family, but she never guesses how dangerous it will be to succeed. A traumatic experience in the line of duty forces 30-year-old Avery Rogers to abandon both her relationship and her position as a Kentucky State Police officer. She retreats to a college town where she works, an unfulfilling job as a security guard, breaking up fights between drunken frat boys. But frantic phone calls turn Avery's life upside down. Her father, a retired cop who never fails to convey his disappointment in Avery, says her half-sister is missing and in danger. Avery is sure Anna's just crashing with friends, but her father strong-arms her into searching for the sister she barely knows. Anne Rogers is fed up with her family, a half-sister who resents her existence, and a domineering father who thinks it's okay for cops to shoot unarmed civilians. She hits the road to attend a protest against police brutality, unaware of the danger that awaits her there. Just after catching a glimpse of Avery at the protest, Anna receives a shocking text. Now she no longer road tripping, she's running, pursued by an older sister that doesn't trust, and a violent stranger who has been stalking her for weeks. When Avery discovers Anna's hiding place near a remote cave system, she risks everything to save her. Little do the sisters know that the past is catching up with them, including the explosive secrets at the very heart of the Rogers family. Wild by L. Fountain comes in at 256 pages and is pitched as a juvenile fiction, a moving page-turning novel about a family's grief and the crisis affecting the rainforest from the prize-winning author of Refugee 87. Ever since Jack's dad died, he's had a heavy feeling inside. The pressure keeps building. Looking for release, he starts skivvying school and hanging around with a group who like to cause trouble. It's easy to hide his new habits from his mom, an environmental anthropologist, because she's too busy with work and conservation trips to notice. As Jack spins further out of control, his mom eventually becomes concerned and shocks him by suggesting a trip together. But this will be no relaxing holiday. Soon Jack finds himself on an expedition deep into the rainforest, far from anything he's ever known. He wanted an adventure, but has he plunged into real danger? All right, that's all the books I have for this week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with friends, and leave a comment down below to let me know which of these books you plan on checking out, or if there's a different book that was not featured that you're planning on reading this week. And I will see you all next time. Bye!